the Senate Republicans who don't have those members from New York, they don't have anyone from a blue state, from a high tax state that benefits from that deduction. They're going to be looking to pare that provision back a little bit, and that's going to be one big point of contention. And we're going to see a lot of others as well.
Welcome to the Debriefs, where we talk about the trending stories in politics with our top Washington Examiner writers. I'm here today with Joe Lawler, the policy editor here at Washington Examiner. Now that the big bromance breakup is done with and out of the headlines, we can finally focus on the meat of what's actually in this reconciliation bill as it works its way through the Senate. What kind of changes are lawmakers looking to make, or what are the battles going on right now?
Yeah, so the One Big Beautiful Bill Act has passed the House, and now it's being considered by the Senate. And I think that what we're going to see is a lot of significant changes that are going to be difficult for the two chambers to reconcile, especially on the timeline that the Trump administration wants it done. So what are the big picture things? One that we've seen discussed already this week is what's going to happen to the so-called SALT deduction, meaning state and local tax deductions, which is of really high importance for people, especially in New York, New Jersey, and California. And when the bill passed the House, the Republican members from those states made sure to get that deduction enlarged as part of that bill. But the Senate Republicans who don't have those members from New York, they don't have anyone from a blue state, from a high tax state that benefits from that deduction. They're going to be looking to pare that provision back a little bit, and that's going to be one big point of contention. And we're going to see a lot of others as well.
All right. Well, we'll comment down below if you agree with these SALT acts or you think that they're going to raise prices. And speaking of raising prices and inflation, it actually went up this past month, but forecasters are saying it's actually not a bad sign.
That's right. So everyone's been watching this very closely, especially to look for any impacts of Trump's trade war that he launched against basically every country in the world when he came into office. And there was a expectation widely shared that the tariffs that he imposed would raise prices and we'd see higher inflation. And so far, we haven't seen that materialize. So the Bureau of Labor Statistics this week put out the Consumer Price Index report for May. And all of the tariffs, almost all of them, were in place at that point. And what we saw was that inflation rose to 2.4%, just a tenth of a percentage point in the month. That's not very much. That's not what economists were expecting. And even more importantly, perhaps, what we saw was core CPI, meaning stripping out food and energy costs, held at 2.8%. So the trend generally is it's not up. We might see that in the months ahead, but so far it hasn't materialized. So far the worst fears about the Trump agenda have not come true.
Yeah, so the tariffs don't seem to be impacting prices quite as bad as everyone was suspecting. And I mean, I've noticed myself, I went to the grocery store and eggs, they're down a whole $1 from the last time I tried to buy them. So I mean, it feels like we're seeing it as well, prices going down. So this slight uptick in inflation maybe won't be impacting our wallets from the tariffs.
That's right. I mean, the eggs are the big one. That's what people were really keyed in on earlier in this year. I couldn't find eggs. Yeah, I couldn't find eggs at my grocery stores. Oh, no. So it's nice that they're available now. And a lot of that is related to bird flu, right? The bird flu has eased up, and so prices have come down. But, you know, that's been a big win for Trump because he was attacked on that issue when he first came into office. And Democrats really made hay out of saying egg prices are soaring, and eggs are something that people pay for on a weekly basis, right? Like it's a price you see a lot. But they've come down 67% since March.
So
that's a big relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're still high relative to past years, but it's been a relief for people, for sure.
Absolutely. Well, if you're watching us on social media, comment down below. Are you seeing these prices lower at your grocery store? Let us know. And Joseph, thank you so much for joining us today. You can get more exclusive interviews, conservative views, and straight news at washingtonexaminer.com.